Okay, I started the stream and I can't find my fucking phone. What is happening? What the fuck? What did I do with my phone, bruh? Sorry, boys. I hate that you have to see me like this. I'll be right back. 1 second. Alright, my bad. I'm back. Alright, found my phone. I have to use it to get on ESPN, but what's going on, everybody? Jeezy TV back with another video, and in this video, we're here to talk NBA basketball. Sunday, February 2nd. We are already in February. Holy shit, this year is going by. By the way, just some channel updates. I did release my Spider-Man 3 review, so you guys can go check that out. I'm probably going to watch a couple of Squid Game episodes throughout this week, and I was actually requested to do a top 10 video for all of the Spider-Man movies, so that's awesome. I love that video idea. It kind of gives us some content for the week. I'm seeing my family Saturday and Sunday, so I don't know if I'm going to really have content for those days, but throughout the week, we're going to try to get some stuff going. We might try to return to some comedy films. But we have 3 games to talk about. Obviously, there's the De'Aaron Fox, Zach LaVine trade. I don't really feel like talking too in depth about that because, yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah, it affects franchises, but, you know, we're going to talk about Bulls Pistons, Clippers Raptors, and then the Celtics Sixers. So, first, Bulls Pistons. Cade Cunningham's 22 points and 15 assists lead the Pistons over the Bulls. They win by 8. Obviously, Cade Cunningham throughout the year has just been so impressive. I mean, a great scorer, a great facilitator in this league, and he showed that tonight, and they get the win. So they're back over the 500 hump. The Detroit Pistons are actually doing pretty good. Obviously Jalen Duren being big and getting up for oops. Patrick Williams was playing really good defense. I saw him make some good plays this game. This was a good game, but again, Jalen Duren's so big. And, Oscar Thompson got to the rim. Just such an athletic young team. They are very hard to beat by anybody. But just kind of looking at the box score real quick. Vucevic had a fucking triple-double, which obviously isn't being talked about because of all the trading nonsense. And, man, Vucevic is probably one of the more underrated players in the league. I mean, 20 points, 10 assists, 11 rebounds. He shot 67% from 3, 80% overall. You get a 22-point performance for Kobe White, who shot 30% from 3. And I don't know if Zach LaVine didn't play in this game because he was, injured or rest, or, they knew he was getting traded or something. I don't really know, but yeah, 20 points and 10 rebounds for Josh Giddey. Obviously, I've loved what he has done for this team this year. Honestly, they didn't play that bad. I mean, obviously, you'd expect a little more out of maybe a guy like Javon Carter coming off the bench, but really it's just the bench that needs to put in work. I think the starters actually played pretty cohesive, played pretty well as a unit this game, but there you go. I mean, the Pistons are a great team. 21 points and 13 rebounds for Jalen Duren. He is a fucking beast. They're really developing some players over there. God respected. 22 points, 15 assists for Cade Cunningham. He shot 33% from 3. So, yeah, man, this is going to be a fun Pistons team to watch as the season kind of progresses. Let's move on to the next game where we have the Clippers and the Raptors. I actually watched a decent amount of basketball today, and I was tuning into some college basketball as well. I watched a little bit Nebraska, Oregon. I watched Illinois, Ohio State. But yeah, mainly NBA. But let's talk Clippers and Raptors. RJ Barrett scores 20 points as the Raptors beat the Clippers by 7. This is their 8th win in 10 games. And, they're trying to turn it around. I honestly don't think it's too late. They have a decent amount of chances here. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but it could be like a Washington Wizards type of situation with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal on that team. Obviously great scoring for RJ Barrett, and Jakob Poeltl doing a decent job at being a traditional big man, scoring a little bit while rebounding at a very high level, and that's something that the Raptors have valued him for ever since he got there. And they get the win. Yeah, 8 wins in the past 10 games, one of the hotter teams in the NBA, and that's crazy talking about the Raptors, as we've seen what they've done this year. My apologies. But Derek Jones Jr. obviously was using his athleticism, getting to the rim, obviously getting through defenders and just getting up there. He's going to make things tough. Really fun game, though. You know, RJ Barrett was getting to the rim and being aggressive. James Harden got a block. That was pretty awesome. Terrence Mann was getting to the rim. This was a lot of like athletic rim running basketball. Not a whole lot of 3-point shooting from these teams really. Like if we're talking consistent, or if we're talking like consistent to the NBA. But you look at the Clippers. I mean, 25 points for James Harden. That's really all they needed to win. Well, they didn't win actually. I guess that is kind of the problem. I mean, I think the problem is they have guys like Derek Jones Jr. and Amir Coffey in the starting lineup. Now, I don't hate those players, but they're not really starting material. Obviously, like Nick Batum and KPJ, they have really dope pieces off the bench as well, but I don't know. They obviously missing Norman Powell, and they returned to Toronto, which was kind of funny. He didn't play. I don't really know why, but yeah, that sucks. Obviously, you look at the Raptors. I mean, 10 points, 10 rebounds for Jakob Poeltl. You get a 20-point performance for R.J. Barrett off of 33% three-point shooting, and that's all she wrote. A pretty simplistic game. James Harden can't do everything for the Clippers. I mean, obviously, they're going to win some. They're going to lose some. And the Clippers are actually in like a really good spot now that they have Kawhi back, and they're trying to get him back in the rotation. But there you go. Celtics Sixers to close it out. My team. You know, Celtics rally from a 26-point deficit. They beat the 76ers by 8. I think under Joe Mazzulla, this is the biggest comeback we've made, and I think it's like the 5th or 6th comeback of the century that we've made, and that's like pretty up there in the NBA. So, insane fourth quarter for Jason Tatum, just an insane scoring night for him in general, and they rally, they get the win. You know, Jason Tatum getting a double-double, just kind of trying to unlock different parts of his game, which is something I really respect and something that's going to be awesome for us going forward. Huge comeback win. Incredible comeback. I mean, Jason Tatum just getting hot in the fourth quarter, hitting back-to-back threes. You know, late three-pointers from guys like Jrue Holiday, who I've had my complaints about throughout the year. Christian Yabusele dunked all over Derek White. I mean, that guy is just like sneaky athletic. I know. He used to be a Celtic. Banging on his chest. Loved it. Jaylen Brown was hitting some threes this game as well, so that's cool. But yeah, looking at things, I mean, Jason Tatum, 35 points, 11 assists. He shot 65%. Really efficient night for him. Jaylen Brown had 21 points, 10 rebounds. And that's awesome. I mean, obviously the Jays show out. They power this team to a comeback victory, and that's always great to see. You look at the 76ers, I think the 76ers, for what they have right now, they actually played pretty good. I mean, 21 points for Gershon Yabusele, who shot 50% from 3. 34 points for Tyrese Maxey. 18 points, 13 rebounds for Kelly Oubre, who shot 67% from 3. Now, obviously, they have guys like Adam Bona coming off the bench. You know, they don't have the greatest depth when it comes to bench players. Like, they don't really have a standout guy on those squads, but it is what it is. You don't have Embiid, so that kind of forces you to run with a weaker bench than normal. Looking at tomorrow, there's actually quite a bit of NBA games. I'm pretty excited about that. You know, the Rockets and the Knicks are playing on NBA TV. That should be a fun one. I think the Kings-Timberwolves game will be good. Bucks-Thunder, that's going to be a great game. I can't wait to watch that. And, yeah, I mean, awesome stuff there. So, I know I didn't talk about the trade. I probably should have. If you want to go watch, like, Kenny for real, like, yeah, Kenny Beecham does a lot of that stuff. So if you want to go to his channel, I'm mainly just focusing on the regular season games. I'm out. I'm going to go start watching episode 6 of Squid Game. I can't believe I'm still that behind, but we're going to get through a couple of episodes this week. Probably going to try to prioritize that a lot more because they're quick videos as well. I can get them done pretty quick even